Okay, this question 5, I want to explain a little bit about part A. If they ask you to show, correct, what you can do is, next time after 5 minutes, I will not admit you. I'm telling you, class, you listen carefully. After 5 minutes, I'm not going to admit you. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Please don't do as you like. So listen here carefully. I record down. Please, those online, listen here, class. It's not that today I'm bad mood. I'm very good mood. But I see my student who don't care about time. Another person just came in. So listen carefully. From today onward, Brian, off your mic. I only give you the allowance of 3 minutes. Unless you have a special situation, please text me and let me. Please don't always use the excuse of internet something wrong. I've been using it online classes for 2 years. Okay. And I thank God that I only have a hiccup of less than 10 times. So don't use that as an excuse. I know things can happen if heavy rain or whatsoever. I'm not a teacher who don't understand all this, but it cannot be too frequent. Do you get me? Please, let me know. Okay, let's go to this one. This question is says show. So A is the X coordinate. So what I can do is, if I don't know how to solve this question, I can just show like that. I put A equal to ln 3 into the equation. So Y equal to E ln 3. Take away 3. Then I write down E ln 3. Okay, so this is the thing that you all of you better remember this formula. E to the power of A ln B. It will be equal to E to the power of ln B to the power of A. And this is B to the power of A. So this is a very important formula for us to simplify. You better remember that. When say your SAT, definitely I will test you on that. So this is the first formula that I'm going to test you on. Simplify. Clear? Okay. So this will be 3 minus 3. So equal to 0. So shown. When you say show, you have the right to put it in. If you don't want, you want to solve also, nothing wrong. Are you clear? Okay. Second part of the question, they say find the derivative of this. Okay, Y equal to E to the power X minus 3. So derivative means the gradient function. So you write down dy over dx. So the simple rule for exponential is copy down the whole thing, times by the rate of change of the power, which is e to the power x. Done. Okay. So the next one, you have to find the equation of tangent. Okay, so listen carefully. If you want to find the equation of tangent, so these are the concepts. So you better remember this. So second thing here, if you want to find the equation of tangent, first of all, you want to find equation of tangent, you better go and memorize by heart. I'm not going to admit him. Okay. Equation of tangent, first of all, you have the function. Okay, so I'm going to write down the step. You better remember y equal to fx. Or even equation of normal, also the same. Okay, it's the same thing. But the only difference is for normal, there is another way of doing it. I will show it to you now. So first, you have to find dy dx. That is f prime x. Why must I find dy dx? Why must I find dy dx?
Because it's
Yes,
the gradient of the gradient of the tangent.
Yeah, because this is a gradient function of the tangent. Good. So after I got it, definitely I have to find the coordinates of the point. Okay, so it's under point A, for example. So for example, point A, the coordinate x is A, and the coordinate y will be FA. That means you have to put into the fx. Correct? So you get your f prime A first. That is the gradient of the tangent. Yeah. So then you substitute into y equal to mx plus c to find the c. So you are done with equation of tangent. So for normal, for equation of normal, you have to do extra step. Which step? You have to say the gradient is equal to -1 over the gradient of the tangent, f prime A. Then you sub into y equal to mx plus c, the same thing. Okay? So that is the step that you have to remember. In your SAT 1, question 4 will be like that. Okay, so I'm going to solve this question for you to see. Find the derivative. Okay, we are done. Find the equation of tangent to the curve at x-intercept. Okay, this question is a bit harder because the question says at x-intercept. So they didn't give me the x coordinate. So I have to take an effort to find the x-intercept. So that's why this question I give 5 marks. 1 mark for x-intercept. What do you mean by x-intercept? That means I have to get back to my equation, the curve. I put the y equal to 0. Then I look for the x. Okay, or I also don't have to do that. Do you know why? Because I can get it from here. A is the x-intercept, correct? So whoever didn't do this step, you straight away give me this, I give you full mark for that. Are you clear? Part A given you the x-intercept. X-intercept is when y equal to 0. So if you are observant, then you don't have to go through that. Are you clear? So this part is not necessary because this answer you can get from part A. Are you clear? Okay. So now I have the point. That is ln 3. That is your x coordinate and the y coordinate is 0. So I got the point. I got the x dy dx here. So now I find when x equal to ln 3 dy dx, that is the gradient of the tangent equal to e to the power of ln 3, which is 3. So I substitute in y equal to mx plus c. So y is 0, gradient is 3, x is ln 3 plus c. Okay, now if you want to make this look nicer to you, you can write there ln 27. Do you know why it's ln 27? Because 3 to the power of 3 is 27. Are you clear? Okay, so now therefore equation of tangent will be y equal to m x plus c. Are you clear? Okay, so now,
Teacher,
yes,
the C is supposed to be negative ln 27, right?
yes, you are right. Negative ln 27. Okay, now find the area bounded by this
Teacher.
tangent.
Teacher, I think the gradient is supposed to be 3, right?
What am I doing today? Yeah, supposed to be 3. Actually, I shouldn't change the ln 3 ln 3 to ln 27. I just leave it as 3 ln 3 will be better when I come to the next part. Okay, find the area bounded by the tangent and the axis. Okay, so if you look at the equation of the tangent, you look at here, the gradient is positive, correct? And the y-intercept is negative, am I right? Hello? This is a y-intercept. So my tangent will look like this. So it will look like this. Yeah. So I know that this is negative 3 ln 3. So that means this length is 3 ln 3. Correct? So I want the area bounded by the tangent and the axis means the x and the y axis. So I have to get the y-intercept, x-intercept. Yeah. So the x-intercept for this one will be, you put the y equal to 0, 3x minus 3 ln 3. Yeah, so 3x equal to 3 ln 3. So x equal to ln 3. So you put ln 3 here. So this will be ln 3. So the area of a triangle, area is equal to half base times height. So you got the answer. So the answer will be 3/2 ln 3 the whole thing square. Okay, so your SAT 1 in the exam, definitely I will test you on this one. Okay, I can tell you what question I want to test you. Are you clear? So read the question carefully. Are you okay? So can I move?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Before I move to another one, your friend also got asked a question for honor. Okay. But don't worry, this one will not be asked in your test. Okay. The how to find the value of log 4 2√2. Okay. Now, if you want to find log 4 2√2, this is log 4. 2√2 is 2 to the power of 3/2. Agree? Yeah. Are you okay? So this will be 3/2. You can bring the power in front. Log 4 2. Okay. We know that log EE is 1, correct? That means the base and the number inside is the same. That means the result will be 1. So now I try to change to 2 to become 4. So 2 is 4 to the power of half. Agree? 2 is equal to √4. So this will be 3/2 times half log 4. This is 3/4 times 1. So I got the answer. Okay, done. Whatever issue that you are asking, I've settled it for you. Okay. So allow me to tell you what are the things that you're supposed to know for your SAT 1. Okay, before I answer the other question. If not, tomorrow I may not have enough time to settle the thing. Okay, now, on Wednesday, you will have 4 questions. So when I first teach you simple rule. There are 3 simple rules. Correct? There are 3 simple rules, correct? So I hope everyone know what are the simple rules. The first one will be power term. That is, multiply by the power take away 1. Power term means the base is what? The base is a variable. The power is a constant. Okay? And when we do differentiation, we should know that what are the constants that involve. If I give you ask you to differentiate this. Okay, ask you to find the rate of change of this. So what should I do? First of all, I have to know that ln 2 is a It's a constant. What other constant you know? As long as ln or e or whatever is it, it doesn't involve x, means it's a constant. Okay, like for example, e to the power of 5 is also a constant. E also a constant. Am I right? Pi is a constant. Okay, so then I have to simplify this. X to the power of square root of x is x to the power of 3/2. So everyone must do it very quickly. If I see square root of x, I know it's power half. There is another x beside it, multiply. So 1 plus half is 3/2. So this one, follow the simple rule. Multiply by the power, take away 1. Settle. So first simple rule. Okay, second one. Another simple rule is talking about exponential. Okay, this is exponential term. A is a constant, e to the power of fx. The power is a variable. The base is e. So this one will be copy down the whole thing, multiply by the rate of change of the power. Clear? And when I say exponential or ln, there's a few formula that you have to remember that you can simplify. Okay? For exponential, do you know all the formula that you need to know how to simplify it? There is e to the power of 3x times e to the power of 5x. So this can be simplified as e to the power of 8x. And another very important about whether it's power term or exponential term. I told you before, if I have 1 over a times b, I can view it as 1 over a times 1 over b. Am I right? This is very important when we want to simplify an exponential term or a long term. Okay, like for example, I ask you to differentiate this. Right? So I have to apply this rule. Can everyone try to do it? Okay, you got the answer? I told you already, you have to apply this formula that I take. So every time when you do, you don't rush. Am I right? So copy down the whole thing. Time by the, so the answer will be negative 20 over 3e to the power of 4x. Done. So exponential, huh? Okay, now the next one. Third, I purposely leave a lot of space because you need to do a lot of things. Okay, third will be, we talk about natural log. If you want to natural log term, you have to remember it is a ln fx. The fx here, the power must be 1. That is what we have to remind ourselves. So you will have a fx and f prime x on top. Okay? Can I move to the other one? Okay. So there are a lot of things that we have to know about natural log. That is, is 1. Am I right? Ln e to the power of fx. The answer is, you can be simplified. Yep. Ln a times b over c times d. Every time when you are given this form, please remember. Are you clear? So these are the long formula that you have to bear in mind. Just now exponential, I forgot the form. There is one more formula for exponential. Still remember, what is that? Hello, student? Oh, I have mentioned it just now, correct? In the first page. Yeah, here. So there is another one, a long formula that you have to remember. Okay, so can I move to natural log? Okay, so that means if I give you a question like this, I say find the rate of change for this one. So you have to apply this formula first before you start to differentiate. Am I right? So you have to seven x. So the answer is 7. Clear? Okay, if I give you y equal to ln one minus x to the power of 7 divided by x, 1, 3 minus 2x cube, for example. So am I going to straight away find the dy dx? I have to apply this rule. Can you please try? Are you done? There will be 3 parts. Okay. So I'm going to show you the answer. There will be 3 parts. Okay. Whoever can straight away write this step that I'm writing now, you go ahead and do so. Close. So if you are able to write it like that, I'll give you 1 mark here. Then you start to apply the natural log rule, simple rule term, 7, fraction, take away another fraction here, take away 3 times of a fraction here. You see, when I do something, I know what is the result I'm going to get. So now I fill in the blank. -1. X, 1 up here. 3 minus 2x, -2 here. You get me? So you just rewrite this as -7 over 1 minus x minus 1 over x plus 6 over 3 minus 2x. Okay, this question will be 4 marks. I can tell you how many marks what I want to test you. You will get 4 marks. Guarantee this question. I'm not saying exactly, yeah, I'm saying this concept. I will test you on that. So the rest of things is up to you already. You have to read the question carefully. You don't expect me to give you exactly the question. No way. But the style will be the same. So on that note, your question 1, which is 15 marks out of, so that there's no reason anyone can fail after you went through this lesson. I'm telling you, there's no reason you can fail your test. Okay, and I give you this also, the first one. And I told you already, I will ask you to find the equation of normal. And that question will be 9 marks. So any further question? So this is not, I won't ask you this, so don't worry. Okay, simple rule. So what are the rules that I haven't tested you on? What are the rules that I haven't tested you? That is product rule and quotient rule. Am I right? Yeah. Product rule and quotient rule. Yeah, and chain rule. So I will discuss that tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to discuss one of the questions asked by your friend. Yeah, I'm going to do that sign diagram. That is, okay. If you go to S81, practice 6. Okay, practice 6. Okay, I told you already, when you talk about sign diagram, the very important thing is the domain. Okay, so now if you look at practice 6 question 2, they give you this function. Okay, so the issue is not power terms or exponential term. The issue here is always the natural log term. So when you see natural log, what should you do? What should be in your mind? I must say, for part A, the domain, I must say x plus 1 must be greater than 0. So x must be greater than -1. So I will get the domain already. X is a member of real number, and x must be greater than -1. So when I draw the sign diagram, I know that I only start from -1 onward. Am I right? So in order to complete the sign diagram, what else must I do? I must find the x-intercept. Am I right? So I will do it separately. You want to show it there also can. So I will draw find the x-intercept. So 2x, 2 times x plus 1 ln x plus 1 equal to 0. So x plus 1 equal to 0. So x equal to -1. This is not the solution. Why? Because x cannot be -1. So ln x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x plus 1 equal to e to the power 0. So x is equal to e to the power 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So 0 is one of the x-intercept. So as long as the number is less than 0, okay, the ln will be a negative value. Okay, in this case, is a bit harder. The reason is because this is a negative. This one also is a negative, so it will become positive. All right. So for x less than 0 but greater than -1, this one you have to think a bit. I told you already, if you are not able to determine the sign manually, you only lose 1 mark. So if x between -1 and 0, my x plus 1 will be more than 0. Sorry, I'm wrong. Correct? But my ln x plus 1 will be less than 0. So it will be negative here and it will be positive here. So that's all. So when you talk about domain, okay, let me go a bit further. Okay, so if Wednesday, when you, okay. So another type of function that we have to take notes of is talking about, if I give you a function called gx, okay, is equal to e to the power of x plus 1, then square root of 2 plus x, for example. Look, so in this case, I will zoom into this part to determine the domain, correct? So for square root, how about what is the domain? Whatever in the square root must be greater than or equal to 0. Am I right? So x must be greater than or equal to -2. So therefore, the domain will be equal to x. X is a member of real number, and x must be greater than or equal to -2. So when I draw the sign diagram for this, how I draw? I get ready, full line, -2 onward. So now I have to find the x-intercept. That is e to the power x plus 1 times root 2 plus x equal to 0. So e to the power x plus 1 equal to 0. Is it possible for e to be equal to 0? Is it possible? No. Solution here. And square root of 2 plus x equal to 0. So x equal to -2. So it happened to be the last point of the domain. So I shouldn't mark anything on the line. So you know that exponential definitely is positive. So the whole thing just like that. Done. You get your 2 marks. So don't think of domain or sign diagram as something that is very difficult. You must look at the function given to you. Are you clear? Okay, so I will continue this question. Why is it positive? Can someone explain to your friend? I'm talking about positive means I'm talking about gx is greater than 0. That is the meaning of positive. Can someone explain to your friend why I put a positive sign there? Hello, you don't wait for me to call. If you know, please. The reason is because for exponential, why I put here no solution? Because I know true fact, e to the power of anything is always greater than 0. It doesn't matter what is the power. Whether the power is negative, the power is positive or whatsoever, it will be greater than 0. So a positive times by a positive, and the square root there, I put positive, correct? So a positive times by a positive will be always positive. So that's why I put a positive sign there. There is a sign diagram. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this one. This question, your practice 6, question 2. Are you ready? Okay, so I go to the next one. So I've done with the part A and B. So then they say find the gradient. Find the gradient function for y equal to fx. So y equal to 2 x plus 1 ln x plus 1. So this one you have to use product rule. So your dy dx Okay, your U and your V. Yeah, for me, I will prefer to put my U as x plus 1. I will put the 2 outside. So you can do so. So V U prime plus U V prime. So I cancel off. So I got 2 ln x plus 1 plus 1. Okay, then the question says, find the exact equation of the horizontal tangent. What do you know about horizontal tangent?
The gradient is 0.
Correct. When you see this word horizontal, straight away I know that dy dx is equal to 0 and the equation of horizontal tangent is y equal to a number. Am I right? Hello. I said my u, I can put it at x plus 1. I put the 2 outside. Do you see I put the 2 outside? Must I always do it in the same way? Do you see I put the 2 outside? So is there anything wrong? So I think Ms. Do is more flexible than you. So that is the meaning of horizontal tangent. So the one in red, you must know. Okay, so now I put my dy dx equal to 0. There is 2 ln x plus 1 equal to 0. 2 cannot be 0, correct? So my ln x plus 1 equal to -1. So x plus 1 is equal to e to the power -1. So therefore, x equal to e to the power of -1 minus 1. So now I have to look for y. So my y will be equal to, put it back into here. So you look at here. I don't have to substitute x. I can substitute x plus 1. So I will put 2 e to the power -1 ln e to the power -1. So when you do your substitution, it doesn't mean that you always have to substitute x. It depends on the situation you look at it. So it will be 2 over e, and this is -1. So the equation of tangent is -2 over e. Straight away, I got this because it must be y equal to a number. I don't have to use y equal to mx plus c. Okay? Okay, class, thank you. The rest we will talk about it tomorrow. Okay, I practically give you 80% of the paper already. You better watch through this video over and over again if you don't want to fail your test. Okay, thank you, class.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms.
Yeah.
To.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
The person who's asked me when